Good morning, YouTube and the world. Hi, it's Dechen's Daily Dharma, episode 20. This is a traveling reminiscence episode. It's a big episode, episode 20. Going back to DECHEN'S. So I got to transit from New York to Massachusetts via Kingston. It's definitely a trains, buses, and cars kind of day, but actually I'm up an hour or two early, so I'm gonna walk the first 45 minutes to Port Authority. I think save myself one subway fare, take in some relatively fresh air, get my circulation going before I'm sitting on that bus up to Kingston. Now, this modern time, the weather changes so fast. You go from a cold morning, you think winter is not left, and then very quickly you get to a warm morning time, afternoon, hot temperatures, summer. Where's the spring? Where's the transition of the seasons? What has happened? Why is everything so all or nothing, cold or hot? How do I dress? How do I adapt to this change of seasons or lack of seasons? Just hot, cold. Anyway, I'm on a little break. We're in the lovely village of New Paltz, waiting to take the bus, another installment up to Kingston to see my friend Ben Sebastian, otherwise known as DJ Ben Vita. And we're gonna head to the Eaglebrook School for Boys in Deerfield, Massachusetts, with a few stops along the way to give a talk on hazing, bullying, love, and compassion, and the 1986-1987 Super Bowl champions and the impact that the New England Patriots and New York Giants had on my self-perception. Tune in, Dechen's Daily Dharma. I'm at the Eaglebrook School Learning Center, and we are rehearsing for the TED Talks, installing the images for the talks and getting to know the other presenters. And I've come across this beautiful commemorative plaque to James Boyd Percival. And this stage here at the Eaglebrook School Learning Center is now called the James Percival Stage. James Boyd Percival Stage, after my first acting teacher, Mr. Percival, who was just so much fun. Everyone wanted to be in his class, and we all, wanted to just live in our imaginations. And he was a very, very fine man, and I loved being directed by him. And I'm so honored to be on the same stage, commemorated by this beautiful wood-carved plaque, the James Percival Stage at Eaglebrook School for Boys. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, or I shall smite thee with my Corinthian helmet. I'm outside the Learning Center, the main scholastic building of the Eaglebrook School for Boys. It's a gorgeous afternoon. Tech is going well. We've loaded in our slides. It's kind of a crazy talk I'm giving, but it's very specific to the school. There's a lot of stories about hazing and bullying, a few of my theories about love and compassion, but mostly I've taken, a lot of that off the table and just sticking to a few basic concepts. But it's just beautiful here. I feel so blessed that I spent 4 years of my life in this beautiful institution with these amazing teachers, amazing students, and lifelong friends. Just a great moment to be invited back to speak and entertain 250 or 300 young 10 to 13-year-old boys. Try to open their minds, prepare them for the suffering and joy, for the love and compassion that will define their life. Kipling's Cabin, Rudyard Kipling wrote part of Captain's Courageous in this very cabin, although I think he kept it in a lot better condition than this cabin is currently in compared to then. I finished my TED Talk with Ben Sebastian at Eaglebrook School. It was freaking awesome. It was so much fun. And then I got to hear the other presenters. It was just a blast. We're back here at Eaglebrook School. The kids were amazing. These guys over here, man, they are super professionals, man. I've been on big Hollywood movies where the crew was nowhere nearly this friendly or this professional. I mean, they took care of me and all the presenters like everything we wanted, and it was just a blast. Eaglebrook School TEDx. Download it now. Yeah, I really like visiting public parks, and I like using the little fences and stuff that they put up to protect the grounds and so forth as a lever for my legs, and do some standing moves that are a little hard for me to do given my tall body type. And so here's a little sample of one of my morning go to the park and do some leg and stomach hip sequences, you know, using a, you know, standard park fence. Well, I made it back to Massachusetts, and I spent the night here. Woke up and taking a walk in a beautiful public park, and just appreciating my childhood in Massachusetts. You know, Western Massachusetts just has a great sense of community and family and environmental consciousness, and so it's great to be back and just digesting the experience of TED Talks Eaglebrook and seeing my friend Ben Sebastian. It's always a great opportunity. There were so many moments. This was not an attempt to like make it a reality show or vlog or whatever, but just to, you know, reflect on cycles of education and of one's intellectual intelligence, one's emotional intelligence, and one's social intelligence. You know, really coming alongside the other levels, physical, energetic. Well, thanks again for tuning in Dechen's Daily Dharma. The TED Talk will be edited and posted on Eaglebrook TED, as well as you can watch the live feed from last night if you go on the Eaglebrook Facebook page. That may be available for some amount of time longer. And yeah, thank you to everybody involved, especially Jim Fay and the whole team at Eaglebrook TED. They really just provided a 100% professional experience. You know, they made it really easy for the presenters to come in and set up any kind of environment or parameters they wanted to give their talk, and we made it happen. It was a beautiful thing, and the audience was lovely, and You know, I will treasure this memory for the rest of my life, 100%. One more train ride home, and this gig is in the books. And taking care of yourself on the way home from a job is just as important part of the job as the content of the job, or getting the job, getting home from the job, you know, in full health is a long-term, long-distance skill. And here comes the train. It's the only train from this town home today. And it looks to be pretty full. Yeah.